Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for What's Ahead for all signs, all zodiac sign readings for the next 7 days. These are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force anything to fit. Can't say that enough. And reminder that I am not just streaming here live on YouTube. I'm also streaming here on Facebook, Twitch, and a couple other places. So go ahead, say hello. Don't be shy. And if you're catching the replay, go ahead and comment replay because yes, I do comment back to you guys. I do enjoy bantering with you all on the comments there. And yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend or is continuing to enjoy their weekend. I definitely had a busy weekend with primarily staying to myself and working on the yard and grounding. This is the week here of the nice weather. So I've been kind of basking in that here in the great UP. But the cards we're going to be using this evening or afternoon. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Hello, Ellen. Hi, Michelle. Welcome back, ladies. The cards we're going to be using the Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle cards. We're also going to be using the In-Between Tarot deck, one of my faves, and another one of my faves, which I haven't used in a little bit, is the Stained Glass Tarot. And if you like any of these decks, they are in the description box. Most of these you can get at Amazon, but if they say off-print, it means they're off-print, so you might have to get them at Etsy or so forth. But all right, let's see what our numbers are, shall we? Let's look here what our weekly numbers are. So how the weekly numbers work. We just roll the dice. We look into the numbers, and if these numbers appear within your reading, if these numbers appear within the week, then it's just extra validation for you, Hi, Star. Welcome. I got my moderator here. I appreciate you all here. All right, and don't forget, sharing is caring. So can't wait to see these new decks. Well, there's nothing new here. They're all older decks, Star. I haven't gotten any new decks in quite some time, but maybe coming up. Who knows? I think I have a couple pre-orders coming up, but we shall see. All right, so let's get to it. Let's see what our numbers are in. So let's just hone in to our energy. Let's hi, Sylvia. Good to see you. It's been a long time, Sylvia. Miss you. Miss that lovely energy of yours. Good to see you on. Let's call in our angels, our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what numbers are here for us this week? What numbers are here for us this week? Oh, wow. Guess what, guys? We got the infamous 10. Did you see that coming? We've been getting 10s all pretty much. We got a lot of 10s, I would say, in most of April. It is a number here that shows beginnings and endings. It's a whole rebirth number. Usually we get 5, but I actually like that we got a new combo. This says a lot to me. With 4s, it's all about the structure, the stability here, and it's coming in parts. So when you see these numbers, it's not just a 10. It could also be a 46, a 64. So look out for these numbers this week. But when we break it down, it is about the stability. And there is something here, which I like to call the 4 power here. So it's the core here, the core power here of who you are collective. And when it comes to a 6, it's all about the harmony and the balance. And sometimes it takes the duality of 2 to see the growth process. So again, we're working heavily out in this energy, and this is why these weeklies can like have that consistent energy of it happening over and over again. Our relationships, the balance of relationships, looking at relationships, how they make us grow. It's just that energy. So a lot of these readings are going to be based upon that and the growth that we are seeing when we're bouncing upon that, whether they are meant to be in our lives or people who are difficult for us too. All right, let's see what our strength is here for the week. We're going to say the strength because everybody's going to get a different who you are card for the week because I like that new transition that I've been doing. So let's see what your strength is. No reversals. Hi, Nancy. It's okay. I hope your kitty cat's okay. You're right between the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. You're going towards it, but how is this your strength? The self-doubt card. These are the thoughts in our heads, and they are a strength, and here's why. Just because they live in our head doesn't mean it's real. And there may be fears here that we hear over and over again. It almost feels like that guy, like, oh my God, again. Oh my gosh, here we go. The pity party. Can we get out of this again? And then there's someone here who's just kind of looking up and is like, yeah, we're tied up. Totally different attitude. And there's two sides of this, of looking at this. And so the strength is actually in those thoughts in our head. Do we give them power? Do we give them power? That's where the 4 comes in. Do we give them power? I love how we have the hawk up here because there's a strength here. There's something here about a higher perception that is coming in handy for us for this week. Move that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Let's see what our challenge is for the week. Our challenge for the week. What is this for us? This is going to play out all in the energy of the cards. There we go. Can't make this up. The 3s, the 3 to the 4, the 3 to the 4. So we have 3s and we have 4s here. Growth, working together. But there's also the challenge here is holding on too tightly to the growth process, however this may come out. Being in a teamwork effort, sometimes we just don't want to work together, right? Sometimes we don't even want to work with spirit. It's like, I just need a break. But the challenge here is how we look at growth, how we look at collaboration, and what we hold on to. Are we playing too small? Are we not putting effort and work in? And this is going to play out differently for each sign. Let's see what the overall energy is in between all of this. Denial, deception, collective. Oh, and I forgot to change the banner here. Let's fix this. There we go. I seem to always forget that. There's a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. That's the energy that I felt with those thoughts. They can put us in that banter here of not doing anything, make us be frozen, not wanting. It just feels frozen. It's like, nope, I'm not going to do anything. All right, but this is something where I feel like we're being a little bit called out here by spirit this week. Okay. Now, this could also be individuals around you who are deceiving and denying, who are not taking the chance here of accountability or looking upon something. Remember, with my readings, they're not always for everybody. Being in the energy here of the Shadow Priestess, I have to lay the cards for how they are. And they want me to really dig on this right now, because when it comes to the card of denial, there are going to be some things we may not want to hear today. All right. So I'm just going to tell the cards how they are, but I'm not here to hinder you. This is all just for helping and giving you assistance of some sort here from spirit. Other words, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. And I feel like there's something here about messages that you don't want to hear right now. All right, we're going to start off here with Taurus. Happy birthday out there to my Taurus gang. Don't forget, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This would be the time here to check your natal chart, see where your placements are. Reminder here too, if you're looking at collective readings, hi Papa Wheelies, to make sure that the story, well, not make sure, just know that the story may be vice versa. Okay, it's not always about love for what's happening for us this week. All right, Taurus, let's get to it. Taurus, who are you this week? Who are you this week? The Six of Swords to the Seven of Swords. Snaky. Trying to move on, trying to dodge a fire of some sort. Commotion, confrontation, avoidance. I feel like you're trying to make the most peaceful exit in a scenario, but also not wanting to be in the drama. There's drama around you this week, Taurus. There's individuals here searching for you. What's this about? Okay. Now you could be part of the other party as well, where somebody here is being sneaky around you. But I feel like this is a Taurus here who's trying to escape and is like, get me the hell out of here. All right. Like, what did I get myself into is what I hear. Let's move these down so we can see the top of here where it comes. There we go. All right. Reversals are now up. Reversals tell me when it's the challenge. The party, the celebration, the Three of Cups. Ten of Swords. The Seven of Cups. All right, so here's the thing. There's someone within your vicinity. I don't feel like, Taurus, this is somebody here who's in your exclusive group right now. Whether this is friends, whether this is an ex, whether this is family that you're trying to dodge, there are a group that are your tribe. These are the individuals that you love. But there's something going on here. And I feel like the challenge here is someone here is holding on to a grudge with you. This is something here where I feel you were very sharp. You had to create some kind of closure. You didn't actually betray this individual, but this person here may feel that way because whatever words were stated were absolutely directed to them. And it wasn't behind their back. It was just an end. All right. Another 10 here. This person is struggling and looking for assistance here of some sort. You may have an individual here who's a little bit jealous. Maybe you've moved on. Maybe, like I said, you just seem happy. This person here might be upset that you were happy and they're going through some things. But I do feel like someone here is watching you a little bit. But the Seven of Cups is looking at the options around you. And there are some things here that are being presented in front of you. But it's hard to see because there's something here that feels like the energy of another individual that is in between this mess. Let's validate this and see what this is about. Let the story begin. Judgment. This person feels exiled, excluded, shut out, misjudged, and is wondering why you get to this energy here of moving forward. It's unfinished business. I feel there's something here where you have created some kind of self-closure where another individual is struggling with that around you. Three of Wands. Interesting enough, I do feel like if this person is at a distance from you, this is an individual who is going through other individuals too. Hi, Autumn. I feel like they're not very well received, not within your group, not within your family unit. Even if this is work, this is someone here who's just not privileged or privy to entering your world. But you may hear from them through others. I don't know. It feels like outside others. And there's something coming up this week about having opportunities. Now, this could be invites, This could be, I didn't get invited to that party. Is Taurus going to be there? This could be, I didn't get put onto that project. Is Taurus going to be there? But Taurus, I feel the energy of you is unity. And when it comes to this individual, it's kind of like you got to go through it. You got to go through it. Dodge it. Search party. That's where it's coming in. All right. I don't know. I feel like somebody here is going to be asking some questions through others to get an answer of where your whereabouts are, what's going on in your life, and what options or opportunities are in front of you this week. And there's plenty of opportunities in front of you this week. Ooh, but they're not privileged to know about it. Okay. So this person here is looking for failures, wanting to hear bad news so that they feel better about themselves. I feel for you, you are annoyed, frustrated, but at the same time, don't want this quote bad press. So there's this energy here where I feel that you are going to remain quiet. And I think that's what Spirit's going to say to you. Okay. The denial here is that a person's in denial that you don't want to share with this individual. And I will be honest, there's somebody within this group that has a mutual energy that may make you want to pull away from that person too. Let's see what Spirit says. Ooh, family. It's hard to do, isn't it? To be unconditional and loving, but also at the same time realize like, I have an opportunity. It's kind of like when someone's asking, like, when are you going to be expecting? It's like, well, I might look like I'm about to pop, but I don't necessarily need to tell you. There's something here about something is growing with you. It could be, like I said, a new relationship. Could be that you got a new opportunity here. Could be a silent promotion of some sort. But I just feel the energy here. Look at this. You got the 6 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Spirit is reminding you. You do not have to hide, sneak. The best way actually for confrontation here is maybe not say anything, to be unbothered. You don't have to defend your rights for moving on, moving forward, being happy, having options and opportunities. Spirit's reminding you that you have your tribe, your family, the ones who'll have your back. And if there's individuals here who want to do a smear campaign or start shit with you, Spirit's saying, don't worry, the right people will have your back. You don't need to crawl. You don't need to hide. You can just be, I don't know, just have discernment, have boundaries here, you can be silent and be okay with it. It's not being sneaky. It's not you being deceitful, but somebody here is trying to make that quietness into you deceiving them because they're not part or privy to that circle right now. That's what I got. All right, we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up. Gemini is up. Thanks, guys, for sharing and popping on here. I do appreciate it. Reminder, I will also be live on Wednesday for, well, do I have it up here? I do. Wednesday, I will be live for All Signs, You and Them, What's Really Going On. And these are specifically focused on love. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you check out the notifications. It's already posted, so you can just go ahead and save the notifications. So when I go live on Wednesday evening, and that will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry your kitty cat's not doing well. Makes me sad. I had a scenario where I thought my cat got out this weekend and had a panic attack because my neighbor thought my cat got out too. And I did a quick side trip because my window was open. So I thought he jumped out the window and I went running out like a banshee, chasing a cat and then realizing it wasn't my cat and turned around and saw my cat staring at me out the window. Like, what are you doing? I was like, oh my God, I just had a panic attack for no reason. It was this weird panicky thing. But like, you know, when you have an indoor cat and all of a sudden it goes in the great outdoors, you don't know how it's going to react. But Friskers is pretty good. He wouldn't run like that, but you know, I got panicky because my neighbor called and I was like, what? My cat got out? Oh my God, I had the window open because the screen was out. And I just had it open because I was feeding the birds, and I like to feed the birds through my window to put the feeder up. It was just something silly. But yeah, definitely shaved a couple of years off my life. Hi, Delaney. Welcome. All right, Gemini, let's see who you are this week. Who is Gemini this week? Who is Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my God, it was so bad. Oh, Gemini. Heartbroken. Trying to keep a break. Give yourself some peace. You're doing this silently, though. I mean, I see that moon energy, and it just feels like who Gemini is there some kind of silent heartbreak you're going through? Sadness, missing certain individuals, could be that too. But I feel a pause, some self-doubt is coming here, those thoughts. But, you know, heartbreak gets a bad rep, obviously, because it's never comfortable. But it's the Three Swords is a very temporary card. It is, because it's swords. It's temporary. But it's hard to see that the reason it happens is that it breaks us and makes the heart stronger and larger, more capacity. So your heart space is expanding this week. That's who you are. Your heart space is expanding this week. Mm-hmm. The Magician. The Hermit, so self-isolated. Something you're trying to manifest. Create. The Two of Wands. A second chance, a second shot, another round. But this is different. This is different. There is something here that I feel. Hi, Renee. I feel like there is something here, Gemini, that is coming up this week, and there's an opportunity that you want to give something a second shot. Now, whether this is with a person, whether this is with a situation, the challenge here is this is only you wanting to give this a second shot. Okay. And it's like, I don't want to have anybody know that I'm working on this or that I feel this way. You know, some of you, it is a reconciliation wishing or hoping for, but others of you, it's an isolation here of going, man, I failed at that. And I'm just going to give myself a second shot here, but I'm going to look at other opportunities here, but I'm going to keep this really, really, really quiet. I'm going to keep this really quiet. But you're presented with some large opportunities this week. And your strength here is the possibility to grow. I mean, you have the Eight of Swords here, but you have your strength here, meaning the challenge is the Three of Coins and the Four of Coins. So something you're holding on to tightly is a specific way or with a specific person. So some of you, it's about wanting to manifest a reconciliation with a specific person. Some of you, it's trying to manifest a specific way for an opportunity that failed, but you still want to do it your way. Because when you brought in other individuals, the challenge was it didn't become yours anymore. Maybe you have a hard time discerning. That's what it is. Self-doubt. That's your strength. It's your strength. Sometimes I feel we get so inundated with so many opinions from other individuals that can leave us feeling very confused, not good enough, not confident enough. So it does feel like that's why you are really keeping something quiet this week. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles here reversed was it didn't go as I planned, and somebody before either took too much from you or you overgave, could be that too, but the growth was not what you anticipated. It did not go as you wanted it to. All right. Something either was too slow or something just didn't give you your expectation here was bursted. Hi, lady. Welcome back. The Knight of Pentacles. There's something about this being long-term, in it for the long haul. I'm going to have to do this on my own. There's just no way I can let anybody in, or I can't let anybody know that I really want this reconciliation because I feel like, I don't know, desperate. There's something here about feeling desperate and not wanting to look that way. And the ability here is an investment. You want to invest wisely your time and efforts. And so you're really in contemplation with that. Nine of Swords. There's worry. I feel in a tremendous amount of worry and grief about doing something alone, but it's like, am I doing something off? Am I doing something wrong? I can tell you right now, I'm not even pulling the cards, but this is coming channeled. You're not doing anything wrong. You're grieving. You are allowed to grieve. Spirit is saying that. That's why you are in a grievance of some sort. Something didn't work out in your favor. It just didn't. Things to consider. Spirit is asking you to consider this. No reversals. The Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands. That's a card of worth, honestly. When I think of the Wands, it's about creation, inspire, desire. But it's a very fast card. And remember, there's an opportunity here. It's two cards blended into one. So it's really the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands all together. With the Ace of Coins and the Two of Coins. This is a very, very strong message. Spirit is saying, the opportunity here for you is growth and to be inspired. Take your time with this. Take your time with healing if it's over a relationship that you lost. Have time to do something nice for you till your confidence is built up. And if this is something here where you were rejected and you're afraid of partnerships here, Spirit is saying, be creative and be open to be fun again and be more passionate here to take the drive, not of setback, because there's a lot of hesitation here of like, should I go for it? And Spirit's like, what you should go for is the opportunity. And if you feel right, and not to necessarily rush an individual to partner with or to work with. This is about taking your time with this. And everything will happen in due time as long as you take the actions. You have to consistently take the actions on your self-worth and what is inspiring you through the day. So, Spirit's saying, don't be hesitant when it comes to this opportunity. Just use it as inspiration to what you truly want and desire. Strip out the person. Strip out the material success. Bring back, and that's a healing card here, bring back that drive and desire that made you want to live in the first place. That's what we got. Cancer is up. What are we congratulating Papa Wheelies for? What did he do? Oh, congratulations on the motorcycle cover. Should you be making dinner for Star? Hi, JC. Welcome back. Reminder, if you guys are commenting over on, I got some Facebook people here. You don't have to worry about it. But if you're on YouTube, and most people like to go on YouTube because they can see everybody's comments. Most people are hanging out on YouTube, guys. That you have to be subscribed to the channel. And if you're newly subscribed, there is a little bit of a timeout. And that's just because of the bots and stuff. And so that my moderators aren't like, I want them to enjoy themselves here too. So sometimes it helps keep the bots out. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who are you this week? The 10 of Coins and the Ace of Coins. family man, family gal. It's all about the community, the security. Who you are is somebody here who's fair, who's honest. There's something about you, Cancer, that likes to showcase support. And whether you're being the supporter this week, or if you are the individual here holding the clock, it's about having an equal give and take with that. And I love that you got a 10 here with the numbers and this. In fact, I got to move this so that we can see the dice because these always play in the cards for us. Ba-ba-da-bum. Here they are. So you are the 10 of coins. Possibility here for new opportunities here for you. Let's see what opportunities are coming up here for Cancer this week. Oh, 10 of swords. Now you got 2 10s. Actually, 3 10s. Knight of Cups. And Temperance. You are breaking free from a scenario that felt deader than dead anyway. So this is a cut. It never feels good. It does feel like a rock bottom, but here's the good thing about this rock bottom. It wasn't really going anywhere anyways. So you weren't really feeling the love in this anyways. There's something about this partnership. There's something here that you were holding on to. Maybe this was a friendship that was going stale for you. But this week it's like, you know what? Since I've removed this person, or since this person has left, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a lot more balanced and aligned. And now, this is something here that's going to take time, though. Even though we have Temperance here, it's about getting your patience, getting your alignment. So this week, you were working on your alignment. You may have to lean on your support here, but I feel like there's an opportunity here that was draining you. Originally was taking away from your opportunity. I do feel like it was a dead-end relationship, or it could even be a dead-end job. How you see how it fits for you. These are general. But let's see what's validating that 10 of swords, Cancer. 6 of wands. It was a bloody battle, but it's over. And it's about making something official. It's officially, I don't know, making yourself single. It's officially blocking something. It's officially leaving something. You're officially leaving an old part of your life. You could be officially leaving a location. But it's not like, it's like, whew, this took time. This is not like something that happened all week. It's just going, I'm going towards my happiness. I'm going towards my success. Yeah. It wasn't balanced. It wasn't fair. It was so off balance. You either overgave or just felt stuck or breadcrumbed or broke in. You got a 6 here too. 2 6s now. Yeah, the world. The world here is, you're not going to heal in one final week. All right. The closure is not happening. I feel like you are creating some kind of self-closure to move on. This is what the beginning of it is this week. Okay. You may feel a little bit closed off. You may not want to be around a lot of people this week. You may go dark on the internet. I don't know. I just feel this energy here of, I'm healing this hurt. And it did not go in my favor, did not go my way. Things to consider. Spirit's saying things to consider for you. I just keep hearing it was time. Like this was draining you anyways. Oh my gosh, it was time. You didn't make a mistake. It was time. The wheel towards justice. Look at that, Libra. It feels like Libra energy here. This was to reset and balance the scales. Something was off balance. And Spirit is just saying, like the timing of this is the right time. This is the time here to balance and know that you're absolutely not in charge to figure this out or to the closure of this. No, this is for you to discover what it is to have a new start. You have temperance again. Yes, it is an ending. And your support here, I really feel like that's your angels here this week, Cancer. That's your angels this week. You got temperance twice. That's Sagittarius energy. All right. You are meant to shine, but I also feel there is something going on and Spirit's considering that like you do this with unconditional love. There's no need to pout. There's no need to create your own internal justice. Justice is in the hands of God or the universe or however you want to say it. But this is allow yourself to be free of this, allow yourself to heal and know that yes, this ending, as painful as it is and how things aren't going exactly the way that you wanted to, they were draining you anyways. And this week, it's about creating your own closure and starting that rebirth process. Okay. You may want to purge a little bit this week. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo is up. Yep. Nancy, that's so sweet that you save animals. I used to volunteer at animal shelters and I tried to foster once and I was a failed foster parent. I lasted less than 24 hours. I have the two of them, Dakin and Loki, the ones I have now, my older cats. Those were the cats that I tried to foster. Actually, I found them in my own yard. Well, my dog did. And my husband at the time, when I was married, said, no more cats, no more animals. And I said, I'm going to foster. And then I named them. And then he went, you're not sending them back. You just named them. And he was right. I didn't send them back. They were my babies at that point. It was come to mama. But I love animals so much, and I'm the same way. I mean, hell, I ran after a cat that wasn't even mine this weekend. I think I scared the hell out of that cat. It's like this strange human running after him. Like, what the hell? I think what happened was the cat saw my cat and tried to jump at it. And my neighbor, who happened to just be looking out the window at that time, thought that cat was my cat and fell out the window. I just turned for a split second to open because I was putting bird food in the bird feeder. And then next thing I know, I got a phone call. My neighbor's like, your cat ran out the window. It was madness. It was chaos. It was totally typical me. And it's a funny story. It is. Now that I know it's not my cat. Yes, Leo, it's up now. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks, guys, for the love. Thanks for sharing. And thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Leo, who are you this week? Leo, who are you this week? The devil. Oh, no, the lovers. I almost said the devil. Maybe because I saw the fire. The lovers and Chariot. This is about balance. The lovers is a 6. Okay. But Chariot is being able to take drive, to create movement, to take charge. So there's something here about a need to take charge in a unit, whatever this unit is, whether this is family, whether this is work, whether this is friendships. There's something here where there is being movement. But a reminder, they're making me look at this. There's a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to things that are not accurate. Ace of Swords reversed. You have somebody here who's steering you in the wrong direction. They are steering you in the wrong direction. You got the Chariot again. Cancer energy. Ooh, this is you taking charge, though. I like this. I like this. Ooh, I was a little worried. Even though this is Aries energy here, I feel like... Didn't you get a reading like this similar? I feel like you did. Somebody is stepping out this week. They're not going to show up. They're not going to be there. I don't know who someone's calling out. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be a shit show of some sort, right? It's not going to be, it's like, oh, well, they're not there. But here's the thing. It's allowing you space and room to grow. It is. And whatever this person was trying to do was steering you in a direction for their own selfish needs. Ooh, God. Yeah. But this is a card here of all 4 kings in one. The Emperor makes hard decisions, takes charge, has something up their sleeves. I feel like you have something up your sleeve. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's your turn now. Leo's like, bitch, it's my turn. Let me show you how this is done. Okay, let me show you how this is done. Now they're making me subtract this, and this is something here where someone's waking you up on your slumber. This is something here where you're going to get out of bed and be like, son of a bitch. Well, let me show you how it gets done. And it's not easy. It's kind of lost because you're annoyed. But this is the break or the breakdown that is needed. Where somebody here... Ooh. Hierophant. You're going off your own path. You're saying, screw that. I'm not doing that. I'm doing something for me. No. And you're going to be out of the box with this one. Taurus energy. You are not going by this person's rules. You're not going by this person's guidance. This person here tries to keep you stuck. This person here tries to keep you small. And there's something here where you're like, that's not how it should be. Two of Wands. I almost feel like you're like, give me this. You shouldn't have been assigned this in the first place. Or if it's not assigned this, it's like I don't have to go that direction with you in the first place. You know, there's just something here where you were assisting, or there's a partnership here where you need a break from this individual. This individual is a little bit domineering, and it has to be their way. And if this is like a spat or relationship, there is some tension here about an individual who does not look at your point of views, and that can get an emperor pretty ticked off. Okay, where it's like, listen, I've been silent enough, but if I have to get up out of bed over this, I'm gonna tell you my approach, and it's gonna be a different approach by my actions. So you're taking some bold actions this week of some sort. Things to consider, Leo. You got death and the temperance card here too. Interesting. You're changing it. You're being the change this week. Okay. But you know, you are a way shower, and this is allowing you, Spirit is saying it's really allowing you, because of your alignment, that, you know, to show some growth to end this. You've been very patient, because temperance is there. So there's this energy here of being very patient with an individual who was not really looking upon how this was constructed, but you are in it for the long haul. You invest wisely here with the Knight of Coins and the Queen of Coins. So it's like I'm looking out. And that's what I feel this Leo is doing. They're looking out not only for them, but for the larger mass. Okay, whether that's family, whether that's you know, a community, coworkers, you're taking charge in a different way. That's what I got. All right, let's see what's going on here for Virgo. Virgo is up. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who are you this week? Who are you this week? Here we go. The Hermit. Well, there you are. That's your card. Divine timing next to the wheel. You're soul searching. You are trusting the universe right now and not really making really big moves this week. This is about discovery. You're doing a lot of self-discovery this week, doing something on your own. But remember your strength with that 8 of Swords here to the 9 of Swords is in the fears, in the thoughts, because when we're on our own, and I can tell you this right now, because I was in the Hermit energy and they're making me use me as an example this weekend. I went through it with emotions. And I had to find a way to get through my emotions and express myself through the thoughts that were coming in my head. So my way of doing it is creativity. You might have an entirely different way. Maybe it's gardening. Maybe it's running. I don't know. Maybe it's being with individuals that light you up. But there was something here about going through certain emotions here and purging. And I feel there's an essence here of the desire to look at your thought patterns differently. Nostalgia. There you go. Memories, like a picture. 6 of Cups. The 10 of Wands. You're very focused on the past this week. You're very focused on the past this week. But you're also realizing that the past is weighing you down, that this growth was not allowing you to really flourish. It's almost like it was overgrown. And you see how he's kind of like stuck in a bush here. He's overgrown, with the weight. There's a relationship that has weighed you down, has kept you small. And some of you, this relationship could even be a parent, how you were raised, where you had to be the good girl or the good boy. Could be that too. But the challenge here is how you look at the past. And the conflict here is going, I needed to trim something out here. The 5 of Wands is not necessarily a bad card. It's the energy here of being competitive, challenged. You're wondering if, I see. You're realizing that by all of this focus on the conflict and the challenges, that you're not really challenging yourself to grow. I teach this a lot with Mastering the Mirror, the course that I do, where when you face yourself, you look at the past, and a lot of teachers do this too. It's not just me. But when you look at the past here, Virgo, it's not meant to be stuck in the past. It's meant to go in and out. It's to acknowledge, it's to accept, it's to reevaluate something. And there is a reflection of you in the past, whether it was with a parent, whether this was with a friend, whether this was with a lover, that weighs heavily on you, that really didn't allow you to flourish in the way that you could. It's affected your life, and you're looking at that this week. You are. Look at this. And it may be reflected in a new opportunity or a relationship you may be currently in. Mhm. Gemini energy. I love this Lovers card. It's just beautiful. Two of Pentacles. This is about being open to not just self-reflect, but to bounce it off externally from relationships around you. I see that this is you challenging yourself. I see you putting yourself out there this week, specifically in a relationship here that maybe you've never done or been this open with before. But I feel like this Virgo is challenging themselves this week and is going to do it because they've been stuck in the past and why they don't do things or why they play small. It's that denial card where you know it's not real. Yeah, look at this, the Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on, afraid to confront someone or afraid of rejection, holding on to the worth that you've created, afraid you'll lose it. Maybe you're afraid you'll lose it in another partnership in the growth. It's very significant for you this week that this relationship here with the 4, 5, 6 is about sharing, cooperating, getting to know a person. And some of you, if this is an ex that you're stuck on and it's practicing not putting yourself out there necessarily with a new lover, but it could be with friendships, with family. And if this is work related here, it's looking and growing and checking out other opportunities, maybe putting yourself in a group, you know, like, I don't know, like a headhunter or something where you work with another individual to collaborate. It can go so many different ways. So you see how the story fits, but it's you taking ownership and challenging yourself to get out of this hermit energy. You've been soul searching very long in the past, but it's played its part. And this week you're realizing this is me in denial now. I'm just focused on the past and why things didn't work out. Look at this. The King of Wands here next to the Page of Wands. You're healing a very big inner child wound this week. Yeah. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Congratulations, Spirit saying. Okay. Inspired by going up the steps. Inspired by going up the steps here because what you're doing is not just healing an old wound. You are creating a healthier relationship. So you got the 6 of Cups twice, and you got 6, 6, 6, and 6 is not an evil number. It's about harmony here. You actually got 6, 6, 6, 6. You have 4 sixes here. All right. Watch as this openness allows you to have new opportunities that you didn't even anticipate, Spirit is saying, by being brave enough to show up authentically who you are and to realize you don't know everything and just get to know a person. That's what I got. Libra. All right, we're here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go to my scales. And thank you, Star, for posting my website, Harmonia Friends. If you like content like this, there is more over at Harmonia Friends Club. It's not just readings. There's 2 tiers to choose from, the Seeker's Circle and the Fool's Journey. The Fool's Journey is for individuals who want more practice with her intuition, but self-development, are really serious about that. There's exploration here for meditations, light code activations. It's really good, especially for individuals who are also readers themselves. I encourage you to check it out because everybody needs a support group, even those who are supporting others. Libra, who are you this week? Oh, somebody else got the It's Time card here, but you are an opportunity. You are an opportunity. Um, it's you. You're the opportunity. You're the opportunity. This is all about you. There's something here that you add to a situation, to a place, but you're the golden ticket this week. That's how individuals see you. So you may be getting a lot of attention here or asking for assistance or Libra, I need your help. Could be that too. But remember, the Two of Coins is here too. So Spirit's saying, who you are is not only are you balanced in relationships, but you also know not to take on too much. Because the Two of Pentacles is about, taking on enough and doing it. But at the same time, if you take on too much, you won't be able to align. So this is you going, listen, I have no problems being juggling, but I won't go any far. So your boundaries are going to be probably tested this week when it comes to people needing you or wanting something out of you and wanting compete in a completely different way. But let's see. Reversals are now up. Remember, it affects the Three of Pentacles card here. Interesting that we have the Two of Coins over here. We have the Three of Coins and the Four of Coins. It's going in order. Ooh. Three of Swords reversed. Ooh. Chariot. The Nine of Cups. You are reaching some kind of attainment. And I want to be honestly here. I feel like this is some kind of closure that you did not receive from a specific person. Or if you got rejected in a really hard way, you weren't really ready to let this go. But there's something this week that you're going to be able to achieve. And I think it's the identity of your worth. There we go. When the Three of Swords is reversed, and remember, I really don't take reversals, but it's a card here of someone here who's is stuck, has a very closed heart. But this is an individual here who realizes something's been closed far too long. And I feel there's movement or traveling or putting yourself back out there in some way this week and really being focused on what makes Libra happy this week. What makes you happy? It's time to remember your worth. Nine of Wands here. You had your walls really up high, blocked because of a rejection. Not wanting to be hurt. This is someone who's pretty darn wounded. I just feel you got really suckered punched here by a situation that made you close off like in a really big way. So you're facing that this week. You're taking the opportunity of saying it's time. It's time. It's time for me to move. Some of you are moving. Some of you are taking actions of some sort here. Maybe it's to move on. However moving on is, we're going to see what that is. How is it to move on? Ooh, the Seven of Wands. Well, is this someone here who's taking charge? Is this someone here who's like, let me roll up my sleeves? Oops, hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Hopefully this works. Did that work? Yeah, cool. Sorry, my battery went on my thing. I feel like you're taking charge this week. And whatever you're taking charge on here, Libra, it has a lot to do with scaling now and looking back and saying, you're not taking this away from me. So challenge accepted for this Libra. Libra is rolling up their sleeves and getting dirty. And some of them are climbing a mountain, climbing an obstacle. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're not, they don't want to lose this. They don't. They don't want to lose this. You can't even make this up. I just got the Four of Pentacles. Loss. Their loss. I just heard it's their fucking loss. Some of you, it's a place that you're saying it's their loss. Some of you are looking for a new job. Some of you are looking to move. But what you're recovering from is a loss. And you're realizing this loss is creating room. So you're creating space for something new, which is beautiful. You're knowing your worth. Things to consider. Things to consider. Ooh. Page of Swords here with the Knight of Swords. You're being watched, Spirit is saying. And watch out for the communication. Okay. Watch out for the communication. Ooh. Page of Cups here with the Knight of Cups. Watch out for communication for an opportunity that may appear small, but is actually going to develop into something much larger. Okay. So I don't want to promise anybody that they're getting, someone's watching you and you're getting an apology of some sort, or like a, hey, I see you, and it's much bigger by that offer. There's a gesture here where it is a loving message, but it's an opportunity here of seeing you, valuing you, and surprised that you're back out, surprised that you're doing some big moves. So this is from an individual, and Spirit's just saying, consider it, because however this is coming about, this individual, and I feel like it's new. I feel like this is somebody here that's new. And if it's not new, somebody here that's offering you a new opportunity, like if this is work, Spirit's saying, just pay attention as you work with the universe, as you take control of what you feel is the wheel right here, the wheel. And you go up this mountain or this challenge, that whatever losses that you have was to make it easier for you to climb the mountain. It was heavy weight. It was dead weight. So you will be getting assistance, kind of like a helping hand, a helping gesture, that is above you. You might be looking down here, but there's something here above you, like, here, let me help you. So you are getting some kind of assistance this week, and to consider and be open to looking in front of you of the challenge. Look in front of the challenge this week. Spirit loves to talk in riddles. I was like, where are we going with this? All right, here we go. Scorpio. You guys all still there? Got really, really quiet. Stars here. I know there's a shit ton of you watching because I can see the numbers. I just can't. I don't always see the comments, but a lot of people just like to listen while they're doing other stuff, cooking, and hanging out. There's Jennifer. It was more about, hey, is Facebook still here? My Facebook people, let me know that you're still here. All right. Here we go. Scorpio, who are you this week? Page of Coins to the Knight of Coins. You know what's funny? I was getting really hot, like all of a sudden, like, oh, like I feel like I'm doing something laborious. Okay. There's something here where you're building up a sweat this week. Now, the sweat could be fears as well, but who you are is you're working on your foundation, and you're working on your worth. And this is something here where there's other people in the background, but it's kind of like I have to focus on what I got here. I got to focus on what I got here. So there's not a lot of freedom. I feel a lot of structure happening for you this week, but it's like working on you. This does feel like a line, right? Like it looks like an assembly line. I just seen Lucy Ball, when she was at the chocolate factory and it was going too fast. It's like, whoa, 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 we can't do it together. Like that's what it feels like. There's just something here where it's like, you're hammering out all of the shit. And you're just next is what I hear. All right. I don't know if you're submitting shit. I don't know if you're hammering out old relationships. I don't know if you're. Ooh, the Four of Wands. That's a card of union. That's a card of consistency. And the Two of Swords, it's missing. Your support is missing. So the Scorpio feels, where is this? Where is the support? Scorpio is feeling a lack of support. The Two of Swords is a card of denial, though. Denial, deception. Let's go back to reading it. It says, there is a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios. To see things that are not accurate, have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. So you're being asked here to go within this week. When it comes to your community, when it comes to your partnerships, when it comes to even doing all the work on yourself. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, you're very defensive. This is someone here who, I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own. I got this. Screw these people. Okay. Like I'm just really feeling this gruff energy here. It's like, I'm not looking back at them because those shitheads didn't help me. Okay. But community is actually what you're searching for. You're looking for some happiness, togetherness, celebrations. And that's something you're a little bit defensive right now. Why is Scorpio defensive about this Four of Wands? Justice. Because you want fairness. You want balance. And it hasn't been fair. It hasn't been balanced, and you haven't received justice. So you were after some kind of justice this week. And I just feel that you're really knocking out some areas and putting a lot of work and effort on you. But at the same time, not putting a lot of effort into other individuals who are time wasters or who aren't assisting anyway to you. They're not your real support. Fake support, maybe you're receiving some kind of surface support from individuals that you're like, screw this, no. Screw this, no. I don't need the fake people. I don't need the haters. I don't need individuals here that I need to prune out anyway. I don't need to look at these rejections as that this is taking away my worth, for those of you who've been pruned out by others or pruned out by opportunities or any kind of loss. But this is someone here who has not been able to move forward because it's really hit their confidence. So Scorpio is working on their self-confidence this week, being very balanced and frustrated. And there are people within your circle. I feel like there's a particular one, Scorpio, that is watching you, but they know that you're in a fortress of some sort. And this is your fortress. You have those walls up for a reason. I don't feel like this person means anything bad. I mean, they're holding a cross here. But some of you might say, it's an upside down cross down here. They're the Antichrist. But here's the thing. You have a different belief system than a particular person or a group. And so you're off the beaten path right now, and it's beating you down to try to be in a structural path. You've been in denial about working on something or putting something out there or doing something differently because you're afraid of this path or this past. Things to consider, Scorpio. Yeah, you see how everybody's the same and you're different? You just do things differently. Some of you are just meant to be entrepreneurs, or do something on your own, but at your own pace. Structure doesn't really do well with you. No, it doesn't. 5 of coins here to the 6 of coins. And Spirit is saying, listen, I know you might feel left out now, but there are relationships and opportunities here where individuals do understand what you're going through and will welcome you in. And you'll see those relationships, and they might not be in the circle that you're looking for, The women's refuge, I feel like it's like a space here to debrief, a space here to feel safe. Yeah, the Queen of Coins here and the King of Coins. And there's also a particular person, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person doesn't have to be a female, but they do feel very motherly, nurturing you. This even could be a mentor of some sort. Or someone here who's encouraging you and saying, listen, you're just different and there's nothing wrong with being different. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's not to encourage you to be the same. It's encouraging you to be different and to look at it differently. So I really feel that this week it's about hammering out some of that old inner child wounds and bringing something on the table here. And some of you, it's just reparenting yourself. You're becoming the mother. You're going here, hey, we did the best we could, but we're going to go the extra mile, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. And you're not going to let your inner child run the show, right? Because it's a child. So there's something here where you're taking charge this week and hammering that out. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. You're welcome. That's what most people do, Sylvia. You're all good. Usually they're playing in the background because they listen to their collective and wait for their sign. I just sometimes get lonely when I'm shuffling cards, and I enjoy talking to everybody while we're going in between. Gives me time to get to know my listeners. See what everybody's up to. Did anybody do anything fun this weekend? Or just chores? Ooh. Yeah, it's been one of those days of quietness. I definitely have had a very emotional weekend, but I did so much creative stuff that helped. Oh, that's awesome. They got married. Hope you had fun. You're choosing her in the panhandle of Florida? Is she getting married in Florida? Is that where you're getting at? Oh, you were visiting. Oh, that's so cool. It's all right. You were just texting fast. Delaney's already. Listen, I'm already. Delaney's like, I'm in the Monday blues. I'm working here in Australia while you guys are still having your day off. Get to it. I need to know how the rest of my week's going. All right, let's get to it. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you this week. Oh, I got to see who you are first. Jeez Louise, I almost forgot. Florida is a huge state. So I get it. I get it, Michelle. Who is Sagittarius this week? Saggy, 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. You're mending. Gosh, something here happened to you. There's loss here. There's sadness here. There's nostalgia. This broke wide open. Who you are this week is you are reflecting a lot on the past. This could be very similar to Virgo's reading, but let's see. There's something here about what is being stated in your head and gaining a new perception this week, maybe from others. Somebody is absent from your life. Oh, gosh. Ooh, I'm getting emotional on this one. If somebody, I'm not saying it's someone's, this is somebody who is reflecting and grieving over the past. What's happening this week is realizing this person is not there. We have Mother's Day coming up. Some of you have lost your mom. And it's just like, feeling it. But that's in the States here. But there's just something here where I feel sadness, emptiness about a relationship that isn't here this week. You didn't get to say goodbye. Now, this person doesn't have to be dead. But I feel this energy here of you valued them, you loved them, and then all of a sudden it was gone, or this person was gone. And this week you're feeling like, God, this breakup or this separation. Close heart. You may not want to be around individuals this week, just keep busy to everyday life. Interesting. I feel like you have support here, though. Look at this. You have someone here who's supporting you, someone who's there by your side. This could be family members. This could even be children. Cancer energy is here strongly. Page of Cups. You're getting a really loving message. I feel like this is somebody younger. They're coming from a distance. This person is offering you some encouragement this week. Making sure you're okay. Checking on you. You've been absent, or there's some kind of anniversary or something's coming up this week where there's sadness or just realizing, you're on your own. But you're not on your own. You're not on your own. You are getting an offer, and I feel like somebody here is actually here to support you. There's something here about being restless or not feeling well, but this is about getting you out of the environment that wasn't serving you anyway. So there's this desire here, Saggy, for you. You may feel restless because it's like, oh, I can't stay in this anymore. I'm like, I can't lie about this anymore. I'm sad about this. I'm grieving. So this Sagittarius is grieving a loss of somebody this week. But at the same time, you know that this offer gets you out of this stagnancy. Spirit is saying, lean on your support. You're not meant to do this on your own. Lean on your support. You're not meant to do this on your own. You have your own little circus here, and it's almost like, I feel like the Sagittarius, you may not be as close to your family, but your friends are your family, and Spirit saying, hey, go to your circle. As crazy as they are, as different as they are, go towards your circle. Don't be conflicted about this. There's something here about feeling like I'm a burden or shame or guilt for wanting some assistance. And there are people here saying, no, Sagittarius, I got your back. If you need some help or if you need to get away, I'm here to grab you. I'm here to help you. Now, if this isn't you, you may be the person who's doing this for another, right? There's multiple people on this card, but I was really focused on this woman. You may be the individual here who sees somebody here who is missing someone, leaving something, and it's like, come to me, or we'll do something together. But this person here is to encourage you, to protect you, to defend you, and is coming over quickly. This is a best friend who brings over mint chocolate ice cream. It's that kind of individual. So it's very sincere. And you're not meant to be in this grievance alone. That's what I got. Or you're meant to do that for somebody else. Capricorn. Mother's Day is always a double whammy for me. I've lost my mom years ago. But her birthdays, she's a Taurus and her birthday's May 8th. Sometimes Mother Days would fall on her birthday. But God, it's tough. It's like a double whammy for me every year. For my whole family. And it's been years since my mom has passed away. But it still feels like yesterday. Don't forget, guys, if you missed your sign, you can just use these banners to get back. I will timestamp everything at the end. If you're on Facebook, you got to jump over to YouTube, though. You have to wait till the replay. And there's always a collective reading at the end. All right, let's see who Capricorn is this week. Capricorn, who are you this week? Which card is representing you? Actually, 2 cards. The King of Swords and the Page of Swords. Well, which character are you? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Well, the king is someone who's very honest, but judgy. And there's something that is being presented this week. Evaluation. The Page of Swords is an energy here of knowledge, but not necessarily ready to hold that sword. So it's like, even though they're bending on the need here to say, here, I'm here to service you, I almost feel like the King of Swords is looking at it going, but how do you know how to use that? Like, do you know how to use that sword, dude? Like, there's questioning here. It's like, are you sure you're ready for this? Do you have some kind of like somebody working under you? Could be that. Could be somebody younger than you who's acknowledging you, or it could be you acknowledging some kind of devotion to a situation and saying, hey, I might not know everything, but I'm going to present it with whatever knowledge I got, and someone may be scrutinizing you. Let's see what this is about. A partnership. Choice. You got a big choice when it comes to a person this week. The Sun. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Knight of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who's getting on their knees for Capricorn this week? All right. There is a big opportunity here that is being shown to you. And it is not small, it's respectful. Okay. Now, they are offering you a lot. There's emotional investment. There's a lot of emotions here. But do you trust it? You have a choice. I don't think you trust this. You're like, what the fuck is this about? Like, what they state to you, Capricorn, sounds amazing. You have someone here who's offering you the freaking world. Oh, yeah, you've been down this rodeo before. That's why you're scrutinizing it. That's why you're scrutinizing this. This could be an apology. You're holding on. You are holding on to something that didn't work out. And you are judging an individual to see if they will do it again, or if it's not the same person and it reminds you of this going, I don't know if I should trust this. The sun is vitality. The sun is rebirth. That's that 10 energy. But you may not want this assistance. You may not want this help. You're looking at this in a very negative way this week. So the clarity here was, I do this on my own. Now, the high priestess reverse is usually someone who's a little bit in denial. Not really following their intuition. But I feel like you have an individual here who is in denial, not following their intuition. How they're being presented to you is offering you the world. And you're looking at this going, are they kidding me? This person's full of shit. I'm just going to call it how it is. This is very black and white. Things to consider about this offer coming your way. Does not have to be romantic. It could be anything. Someone could be promising you the world to say, you're the best. And you're like, I don't think I am. You know, like there's just something here where you feel like this person is lying. You feel like there's something here where it's like they're overindulging on something. The 3 of Wands here to the 4 of Wands. The problem is the page doesn't walk beside the King of Swords. They don't. They'll examine, they'll watch from behind, they'll maybe even be in front thinking they know everything, but they don't walk side by side. And Spirit is reminding you, pick the individuals that walk with you, that are willing to do the work in stance with you. Yeah. Watch what this person has done before, because I feel like this person here is lazy, or they promised you the world and then they are like, oh, okay, well, now I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. Yes, we're on Capricorn. Spirit is saying this person talks the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And in the past, this individual has started walking side by side you, going, I'm there with you. I'm there with you. And then they go, oh, I need a break. And you literally, motherfucker, just started on the road. And you're like, are you freaking kidding me? Okay. So there's something here where you'll never really agree with this person's approach. And so Spirit is putting that out there to you, Capricorn, that trust your intuition, but also this person is in denial that they can actually walk and talk and do everything that they're saying that they're doing. This is a person here who's afraid to lose you, or afraid to look bad, or trying to impress you. That's what's happening to you this week. Aquarius. Sylvia, we don't use K. I have a friend, one of my friends who I grew up with. She hates the word K. Whenever I want to piss her off, I text back K. And she's like, how dare you? You can't even type okay. And I'm like, well, sometimes my hands are full, or I'm just like doing something. You just reminded me of her. I'm just teasing you, but it makes me laugh. It's so rude. But I like to do it. I like to rustle her feathers sometimes. All right. We have Aquarius. We have Pisces, Aries, and don't forget, we still have the bonus collective at the end. All right. So don't go anywhere. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who are you this week? Who are you, Aquarius? Committed. A vow. Partnership. Aquarius takes commitment very serious. Partnerships in all different ways. Could be work, could be love, could be families, but you're pretty fair. And you have a strong belief system about when you make a deal or when you seal something that like you take it serious. Like I don't think of marriage, I always think death do us part. But there's something here about being the teacher and the student too, because it's a card here of high counsel. So you're very wise. Taurus energy here and Gemini. You are counseling. You are counsel this week. What's in store for you? Ooh, the Hangman. You are taking a pause this week to reflect your stability and the losses, because I feel like something was shortcoming, whether this is short-lived relationships, whether it was a loss in money. There was something here where you assumed it was going to be something long term, and there's something about it being shortened this week. Ooh, Judgment. But you made a decision. Like it's upright here. I mean, they're all upright. The only thing here that's not upright is the partnerships here that you held on to and invested in full-fledged invested, and all of a sudden it's like, well, that was short-lived. Well, shit. All right. You're looking at that this week, the short-lived stuff or the stuff that you thought was going to be there forever, and it wasn't. So this is like really taking a moment to pause and reflect at these losses. And you're making some kind of final decision this week. I mean, it's Judgment. So it's something here where it's like, I'm committed. You're committed to make a decision this week. Interesting. This is commitment. Yeah. Three of Cups here reversed. This is a card of happiness. This is a card of unity. This is a card of celebration. But you're looking and evaluating things that don't make you happy right now. Thank you, Michelle, for the donation. I appreciate it. Feel stuck, feel paused, feel like everything is being taken back, feeling like you have a stroke of bad luck. But you don't have a stroke of bad luck. You know that. When we have the wheel and it's reverse, it's not saying there's like no second chances. It just means there's a karmic cycle here that is being reevaluated again this week. You are facing karma this week, but it's the decision on how you handle this karma that's going to be huge. Ooh. Oh, I love this. I just got the chills. Whatever this was, use the Strength card here of the Eight of Swords, the fears. Fearing the worst case scenario, the thoughts in your head, the insecurities, the self-doubt. Use that as your strength. And why? Well, because it's gaining a new perception. That's what that hawk is there. You may see hawks this week. All right. But there's just something here about the loss or something that was short-lived, and making a final decision here that this was on pause or this was on hold for a reason. So it's looking at something with a different perspective, a different point of view. It's closure, but also being open to the actual reward. And this is huge. You may not receive the reward this week, but when you make the decision here to trust, fully trust in the universe, that this karmic cycle is not going to be repeated, that you have passed the test, then that's a completely different change of frequency for you. So I see you handling that this week. Things to consider with that reward, that world, okay? Look at this. The devil meets the tower. This is Capricorn energy here, Aquarius, but it's like it's go time. It's go time. It's facing that negative energies, facing those vices, facing it head on. And it's like, listen, let this shit crumble. And I feel like the tower here is more your energy here, that you're creating a tower moment. The breakthroughs, you're having a breakthrough this week. Oh my gosh, this breakthrough here. This is, things are coming in due time to you. This is something much larger at scope. Whatever you are doing by changing or shifting and saying, hey, I have a huge opportunity, Spirit's saying you're going to know when it's time. You're going to know when the right time is to go after it. Put in something. Maybe some of you are saying goodbye to a job. Maybe you are finally saying goodbye to an ex. Maybe you are finally ready to step up in a connection. It's however it means to you, but it's time, and Spirit's encouraging you to create the time here, work with the universe here. And the obsessive energy, and I do feel obsession in this devil energy here of negativity, is the repeating patterns that you have consistently looked at when it comes to partnerships. Partnerships come in so many different forms, so they just want me to use partnerships. This is the time here to gain the perception, take the pause, but also know that in that pause, in that loss, that it is happening for you, and see how it comes out. Ooh, that's a big reading here for Aquarius. We have Pisces, Aries, and bonus left. Yes, it was sweet, wasn't it? Yeah, let me just give her an extra thank you. Thank you for your donations. I do appreciate it. All benefits the channel. All right, Pisces, let's see who you are. Pisces, who are you? Wait. Oh, you're the Fool and the Magician. Oh, I love this. Being optimistic, being a creator, about to fly in a really, really big way. Doesn't necessarily know. I mean, you got to go within with this, though. There's a trust here. So this is a leap of faith. It really is. It's a leap of faith. But, you know, when you go within, that's when you get that self-doubt. But remember, you're flying. So there's just something here of remembering, like, you're in charge of flying. They're making me use lucid dreaming as, like, you know how, like, sometimes there's dreams where it's like all of a sudden you can fly and you're like, I can control this. But there's just something about flying high this week and looking above. No, not looking above, looking below. You are above. Yeah, that's right. You are above, looking below. You're above this. You're above your thoughts. You're above your space. Judgment. Yeah, this is a rebirth. This is a rebirth with Judgment there for sure. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles here reversed. You're above this. You're above this breakup. You're above this ending. You're above a loss. This honestly was draining and going nowhere anyway. I think maybe you were holding on to a situation or a place or a person. And some of you, if you're at a dead end job, it's like, what am I doing? Some of you are starting a new job, right? Where it's like, screw this, I don't know it. But it's about having a new take, a new outlook, a new perception this week. Two of Pentacles. Doesn't mean that this is going to go effortless this week. You have a lot on your plate this week here, Pisces, but it is you have the ability here to do multiple things. And the time and effort here may put you or make you feel like you are all over the place, but you remember to look above this. You got this. This is a week here where I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to say, you got this. Yes, like Batman. Nine of Wands here reversed. Okay, there's a wall that's in front of you that looks like, ooh, blocked, massively blocked. So I just heard rejection. You're facing some kind of loss or rejection this week, but it's also allowing you to reorganize your life and to take in reflection what you got on your plate. And this isn't a performance act. This isn't like, look what I can do while someone here is watching you above the wall. All right. Spirit is saying you are above this. Some people are below you. Some people don't understand what you're working on. Some people don't understand your worth. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There is something coming out this week about you. And maybe some individuals are saying something bad about you, could be bad press, could be people causing deceit or lies, but there are individuals here who may be looking down upon you, thinking that you're a little bit wild for doing something or going after something, but you've made a decision and you're choosing to do it anyway. You know you're being watched. You know that there's individuals here who are like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe Pisces got out of the circle. I can't believe Pisces is doing this," but you're like, watch me. Okay. And it's not easy, but you're juggling this. And there's just this thing where you're doing it entirely on your own. And it's no secret that individuals are not happy with how things are going around externally from you. And some of you, this is also internally from you too. Okay. Those are those negative voices. Things to consider about what you're working on this week. Oh my God, look at this. The Six of Swords, the Seven Swords. It's like trying to skip away from the mob or trying to skip away and move forward, being unnoticed by those thoughts. It's like, oh no, I'm just not going to entertain that thought today. I'm not going to entertain that person today. I'm just not going to entertain anybody today. But I do feel like you're moving forward. And Spirit's saying, there are some things that have been hidden that are going to be coming out this week. And it has a lot to do with self-doubt. But you have the Five of Cups here to the Six of Cups. But what you're actually doing this week, whatever this guilt, this shame, this missing out, this feeling sorry for yourself, is you're actually healing a very big wound from the past where you may have not felt good enough, where you may have felt like you didn't have the right support. And Spirit's saying, listen, the right people will always be there for you when you're feeling broken. So if there's something here where you're asking for assistance and individuals are giving you shit or denying you, but in a way that's ridiculing you, making you feel like you're doing something wrong by asking, that's where it's to look upon your circle as to, are those the individuals you want in your life? Some of you, this is family members that don't show you that support that you've been holding on to. So it's like been dodging that. But I do feel like there's something in particular about an opportunity that is coming your way, but there's some guilt and shame here of going after something too large or a big dream. And Spirit's saying, don't let it discourage you. Just be around the support here that helps make you feel. And there's something about a mistake. Maybe you felt like you made a mistake. Maybe you invested in something that makes you feel like you made a mistake, and maybe you did, but there's nothing wrong about taking accountability about making a mistake. I feel like there's something here about somebody here is calling you out on a mistake, or something in that level. But that's okay. It's the taking accountability here. And Spirit's like, you don't have to be hiding because you've made mistakes or maybe because people didn't understand your way. You can take accountability for it and apologize or say you're sorry and still explain your feelings of why you did something a specific way. All right, that's what I got. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. All right, we're at our final zodiac sign here. So for those of you who are new to this channel, once we get to the last zodiac sign, this is usually where the numbers drop because everybody forgets that there is a collective reading. So I ask individuals here to make sure they are subscribed to the channel, that they have taken the time here to like, because this is a lot of time and effort. But also to put your energy and to infuse in the reading and to get the numbers back up, go ahead and start the bonus train by commenting bonus. Okay, just comment bonus. You can comment multiple times. Try not to comment over the same thing over and over again because you can get flagged that way. So you can change it up. And I'm going to shuffle here and get ready for Aries next. Yes, here comes the bonus train. I forget who named it. I don't know if it was Nancy or Star. They started the bonus train. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. You're allowed to comment more than once, guys. Just make sure that you don't comment the same thing because Facebook tends to flag it. I don't want you guys to get flagged. You're not doing anything wrong. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. Intense chant. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. See, it always works. The numbers are back up again. Who are you, Aries? Who are you this week? Ooh. The Queen of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. The Queen and meets the King of Coins. So there's something here. I feel this effort here of being very nurturing, loving, and family oriented. You care about business. You care about the more practical things in life. So this Aries does. So this week, who you are is somebody here who takes care of a lot, takes a lot of pride in what they do or what they care for. And whether that comes in business, whether it comes to relationships, there's a part that you play and you take that serious, whether you're the king or the queen. Some of you, it's all wrapped in one. You have that energy here to be both. But sometimes they have a tendency, the king and the queen of pentacles tend to be the boring ones because they're just so practical. They care about like the cleaning and did you do this and the tidiness and the money and did you invest this or do that or, you know, health changes, things like that. So they're not the most fun person, but there's something serious about you this week. So let's see what's serious about this Aries, because Aries is usually a sign here of freedom and, you know, light ignition and be inspired and go after their dreams. So there's something here. Seven of Swords, that denial, deception, something about exposure. Ooh. Gosh, my face is itchy. I don't know what's going on here. I feel unheard. I feel frustrated. These are all reversed, so let's take them. We have the Seven of Swords here. We have the Five of Wands here, and we have the Nine of Swords. My God, it's really hard to be the calm one when you got a shit show in front of you. You got people fighting. You got people attacking each other. You got people here who are deceiving one another. It's like, holy shit. What is going on in this Aries world this week? All right. It's like, this is out of control. This is like coming home from vacation and, you know, seeing what the babysitter did and the babysitter didn't do anything. The kids are running chaotically around. It's like, oh my God. It's like Lord of the Flies. But there's something here in this level of chaos that you're hitting chaos this week. Not a lot of people are getting along. People are fighting. People are lying. People are backstabbing. They're talking to each other. And it is not feeling good for you. It's not. I feel stressed. I feel the one who's calming people down and being like, yeah, it's chill. Okay, we got to do this, got to do that. But I mean, when you're consistently having individuals who are on edge, there's something about people being on edge around you this week. I don't know if this is like a high stress job you're at, or you're at a relationship where it's just fucking like, oh, it's stressful. It's stressful and you're sick of it. You're sick and tired of it. Like, it's like, I want peace. I don't want to listen to the noise in my head. I want to listen to the noise of what these individuals say. I don't trust anything. You know, I almost want to put my God, I don't know why my face is so itchy right now. I almost want to put my head in my hands, you know, like, it's just, I'm so stressed out feeling for this individual where it's like, I just want peace. God, and you're going to do it. This is someone here who's had enough. This is someone here. It's like, you poke the freaking Aries, will be prepared. This Aries is like, enough. Like, this is not healthy. Right? I have an Aries saying this is not healthy. If we need to move forward from this, the 7 of Swords here minus that, make me subtract one's reverse, is a 6 of Swords. You want to move towards something peacefully, and it's rocky as hell this week. God, and you're ending something. And let me tell you, the way you end it is not pretty. I think you're going to be lashing out to somebody, which is considered a final blow. Are you finally telling somebody that it's done, it's over, or you're doing something here? Because this is someone here who's reacting because they are so frustrated and they have been in some self-doubt because they've been trying to hold everything together. They've been playing both parts here as the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. So there's something here about this week where you are calling out an individual, and I'm going to bring this card back up. There is a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. This is the truth. This is not healthy. This is not working out for you. And you might have to be the bad gal or the bad guy this week. Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You have compassion, you have love, but sometimes the truth hurts. And this is for an Aries this week that has been pushed to their brink and is wanting peace, but the only way to have peace is to create a really hard cut boundary. And it may look like betrayal to another individual or situation. And you have compassion, but you don't have to give your full cup away anymore. Let's see what things to consider. This is also somebody here who really goes in their intuition. You can't deny this. You have to, it was the reaction could have been softer, but it's the compassion here of going, all right. Temperance to the Devil. You have been patiently waiting for somebody to change their vices, their ways, their actions. Justice to the Hangman. This person is not in it for you. They're in it for themselves. So if you need to bring something to the law, or if you need to bring something here to the witness, or to make this person accountable, this is the week that you're doing it. Some of you, it's like, it's time to get counseling. It's time to get a third party involved and let this individual be on their own hangman to gain a new perception, because no means no. And I feel like an Aries here is being pushed to bend or to take care of something, and this is not the week for it. It just isn't. All right. You have been very patient, and there's a need for alignment. And Spirit's like, in order to face this demon, and it may be a demon within someone else, you may need to pull in a third party of some sort to bring some justice here. All right. That's what I got. All right. Let's see what's going on here for our bonus, our final reading. Da-da-da-dum. We will get here shortly. Just a reminder, there will be new content released this week. We also have the May giveaway, which I have not announced yet. I will probably be announcing this week, and I will be on hiatus for most of this channel, this public channel is going to be quiet for most of May because I will be with family. So for the most updates, that will be over at Harmonia Friends Club. I will be taking some time off in there too, but I will be posting randomly on there, whether it's through channel messages, whether it's me. I do most of mine because when I drive, and I'm driving I'm going to be driving to visit family. When I go on long drives, I channel the best. And sometimes I get my best channeling that comes in. So I share that personally over at Harmonia Friends Club. And there's two areas that you can go. You can be in the seeker circle, or you can be in the fool's journey. The seeker circle is just for, intuitive folks that want to take a ride in the collective archives in the endless vault. And I do encourage you to peruse that vault and see how the titles or the dates or whatever kind of encourages you to go in that direction. And then for those in the fool's journey, those are for individuals who are needing some extra support. They get the big discounts on my services, including my workshops and my digital courses. And they also get code activations, including access to my Access Point experiences, which is my visual library for meditations and guided journeys, and some bonus content only over at Harmonia Friends Club. And those are the individuals who are really mission workers, and mission workers can be in all different forms. It doesn't have to be light workers. You can be a mission worker as a counselor of some sort too. So think of that. Okay. Let's get to the bonus, shall we? Collective bonus time. Here we go. One more. I have a special treat that's going on Harmonia Friends Club tomorrow that you guys are going to get you'll be the first to hear it. I'm going to post it publicly, but I have chosen to get back into my spoken word and slam poetry because they come in as channeled forms. My poetry helps heal, and I am looking to publish some of my work, and I decided that I am going to start releasing it spoken word to you guys. So the first people who are going to get it is Harmonia Friends Club, and I just worked on a piece this weekend, so that will be released publicly soon too. So be on the lookout for those. They're near and dear to me, and it's something that I used to do and I stopped doing, and I want to go back to it. All right, collective. Who are you? Who are you this week? Ooh, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. Well, there's the card here, denial, but it also looks like the Three of Swords when I see this. Who's honorable enough to take that sword out? It's King Arthur's sword. But there's also a big decision here. Let's go back to this because the Two of Swords is the denial. There's a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. So there's some kind of truth that you are seeking. And the thoughts in your head may be telling you, and that happens, where we assume, the old saying about assuming, right? Making an ass out of you and me. There's something about this assumption. There's something about this assumption this week. And those thoughts in your head, the stories that are told. Oh, the King of Cups here reversed. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Page of Swords. There's turmoil between a relationship. I do feel like somebody here is off kiltered. This could be a person. I mean, I'll be honest, the King of Cups can be very manipulative when they're reversed because they know how to pull in the emotions to get their way. And sometimes it comes out through tears. Sometimes that comes out in anger, but they know how to shift a room with emotions. But then I got somebody here who is very well grounded, understanding, practical. So when these two are mixed together, it's kind of like someone's watching this. Okay. Now there's a fortress of some sort. Let's see what's going on with this King of Cups. Oh, God, look at all the kings. Now we have the King of Wands, but this is the energy of that King of Cups. So this individual, they have a lot of pride. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're cocky, but they're confident and they're inspired. This is actually a little bit like a loose cannon. You're dealing with a loose cannon this week. King of Pentacles. Oh, the Hermit. This person is watching you. You've closed off some sort. You've created a fortress of some sort here, but I do feel like you have somebody here who's watching. And there is something here about a person's actions and what they're creating that may make you go, what is this about? All right. So this individual is creating something. I don't know. They could be posting something. They could be posting how great their life is. They could be posting something, but it's very emotional. It's emotional driven. So I feel like this person is like, look at me, see me. And I feel like this King of Pentacles is like, huh? Are they being for real right now? So you've been doing some soul searching of some sort here this week. That's what I feel. I feel like you're just kind of observing you're at a distance from this person, but this person's viewing you too. You're viewing each other, to be honest. We're going to pull another row. Don't worry. Page of Wands here reversed. You got a page on top of a page. Somebody is doing something reckless this week, and it is for attention. So you have an attention seeker this week. Justice. This person is wanting some fairness. This person is wanting justice. They could be seeking revenge as well. You know what's so funny? I feel like you feel bad for this person. Look at all these pages and kings. I mean, I don't feel like this is romantic. I feel like this is a rivalry of some sort. But if not, this is also something here where I feel there's a reflection here of compassion. It's like, I could offer this person something, but if I offer it to them, they're just going to take it the wrong way anyway. So I feel that you're focused on something else here. Let's see what you're focused on, because you want justice too, but it's not the way that this person is handling it. This person's having a tantrum of some sort, wanting to be seen by you. Yeah, Knight of Wands. The actions have to do, and I think that you're taking your actions here to focus on something that is driving you. Okay. I also feel like you got an individual here who's trying to show off or prove something. And there's something here about the balance here, or the opportunity. I don't feel like this person, well, let's ask, is this person being vindictive right now? Upright, yes. Reversal, no. Or are they just hurt and love this King of Pentacles, but is just hurt? They're being vindictive. This person is not doing well. They're not doing well without you. They're not doing well without your support. They're not doing well. This individual here needs some kind of assistance, but is also trying to prove by doing something very irrational to showcase that I don't know, that I think they might even be playing victim. But there's this energy here about the actions that you take, and you're being asked here to look at your actions. Yeah. Let's see what the actions here that you need to consider. What are the actions here you need to consider here, collective? I think you're focused on a new desire, a new opportunity. And this person has been, they're just watching you to see what moves you make. They may even try to like copy you in some way, shape, or form. Things to consider. King of Cups again. Okay. This person is a big baby. Okay. They're going through an inner child wound. There's something here about the new way of how they are expressing. What they feel that they're doing is justice. So that's up to them. That's what it is. Things to consider, that this individual here is facing an opportunity here that they're not handling that well. The handling of the opportunity is that they feel that they own you. Look at me. They're treating you like the Page of Cups, but you're not the Page of Cups. You're the King of Pentacles. But this individual is looking for some kind of recognition from you. Spirit is saying, Ten of Swords, you don't mean ill will. You're just ascending. You're just moving on. This person needs to figure it out themselves. You tried to create peace. And so what you're offering is a peace offering by not getting involved, not reacting, staying quiet, honestly. The Ace of Swords is a sword here of truth, and that truth has to do with something that is broken, or somebody here who feels guilty for not being able to be a part of something that they want to be a part of now. All right. This is someone who's going through growing pains, but it's like, grow up. At the same time, you can't be involved in this. You might still love a person, but you're loving them from afar. All right. And this is an individual here where you do have some compassion, but you don't necessarily have to fill the shoes here for this person. That's what I got for you this week. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. Like I said, I will be back here on Wednesday evening for all signs love readings. You and them, what's really going on. So if that's something that you want to partake in, make sure you set your notifications. It's already scheduled. It's going to be on 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that will be on Wednesday. Hope to see you there. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have a good evening.